Guys, Dan Wicky from the LA Times. A couple questions. JJ, first for you. Going through your first draft, what did you like about Dalton and Bronny, and what was it like having them be the first two players that you were able to help select?
So I want to clarify one thing you just said, which is Rob and I did not give Bronny anything. Bronny has earned this, right? Bronny talks about his hard work. Bronny has earned this through hard work.
JJ Redick, you ain't coached one game yet and you already messing up. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I was watching an episode of The Odd Couple and they were having a conversation about JJ Redick's comments and whether or not he said the right thing. So of course I wanted to go take a listen and see exactly what the fuss was about. And right off the bat, when I heard what JJ had to say, I was at first I was like, man, what else was he supposed to say? I was kind of on JJ Redick's side, but once I heard the question that was asked, it completely changed my perspective of the entire situation.
Guys, Dan Wicky from the LA Times. A couple questions. JJ, first for you. Going through your first draft, what did you like about Dalton and Bronny, and what was it like having them be the first two players that you were able to help select?
All right, so you guys heard the question, correct? You guys heard the question. You guys have seen the clip that's been circulating about, pertaining to what JJ's response was. But this is the first of us actually hearing the question. Okay, so I want y'all to take a listen to JJ's response.
Yeah, I mean, I was thrilled to be in the draft room. It was a very amazing experience for me. We didn't think Dalton would be available at 17, but he provides something that we just don't have. He's a movement shooter. He can obviously play off the bounce. We viewed him very highly on our draft board, and he can score at all three levels. He's got size. There was a lot of things to be excited about with Dalton, and I'm excited to coach him. With Bronny,
all right, really quickly, you heard the context behind the reasoning as to why they selected Dalton. You heard the context. You heard how he laid it all out. Now listen to how he responds to Bronny's end of the conversation.
I want to clarify one thing you just said, which is Rob and I did not give Bronny anything. Bronny has earned this, right? Bronny talks about his hard work. Bronny has earned this through hard work. And for us, prioritizing player development, we view Bronny as like case study one, because his base level of feel, athleticism, point of attack defender, shooting, passing, there's a lot to like about his game. And as we sort of build out our player development program holistically, he's going to have a great opportunity to become an excellent NBA player.
And then my second question for both of you guys.
Okay, so you heard JJ's response. Okay, comparing the two responses pertaining to Dalton and Bronny, you see how differently JJ answered that question. No one asked JJ. Look at Bronny's face, because Bronny gets it. JJ didn't want to draft Bronny, dog. JJ wanted no parts of drafting Bronny, but he ain't had no choice. But if he would have just answered the question the way that he finished the question, talking about Bronny's point of attack defensively, talking about Bronny's game, and make that as the reason that you guys drafted Bronny. He never needed to talk about whether or not Bronny earned it, the conversation surrounding, as to the reason that Bronny was drafted. That's JJ's mistake. That's what his mistake was in answering that question. No one asked JJ whether or not people felt that Bronny earned it or not. No one asked him that. So psychologically, that's already in the front of JJ's head, right? JJ knows that there's a looming conversation surrounding their draft pick with Bronny. Just come out and say it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what everybody's criticism is. Like, when you respond to the question in that manner, it makes people look deeper into the pick itself, into the situation itself. The reporter, you know what I'm saying, just simply wanted to know kind of what all, what did they, his experience of being in the draft room, his experience of being on the other side, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? How did it feel? And when he talked about Dalton, he talked about Dalton's capability. He basically legitimized why they picked Dalton. Right? Talked about his skill set. All he had to do was talk about Bronny's skill set. That's all he had to do. If he just talks about Bronny's skill set as a basketball player, this all goes out the window. Like, when you add the context of hearing the question be asked, it completely changes, for me, I know in my opinion, the feeling behind what was said. Because at first you just had the clip of JJ's response. You didn't really hear the question. Hearing the question is a complete game changer for me. Because clearly, JJ, you're thinking about what's being said about about this situation, the around conversations about why you guys drafted Bronny. And his intentions were well, he meant well for Bronny, but he hurt Bronny. You know what I'm saying? He hurt Bronny with his response, because no one questioned why they draft Bronny. The person asking the question did not phrase the question with, okay, did Bronny earn this, or you guys just doing shit for his dad? That's not what the reporter asked. So let's take a listen to the question one more time. Then I'm going to leave it up to y'all.
Amazing experience for me.
Driven into in my head my whole life.
Listen.
Stan Wicky from the LA Times. A couple questions. JJ, first for you. Going through your first draft, what did you like about Dalton and Bronny, and what was it like having them be the first two players that you were able to help select?
He simply asked the question, what did you like about Dalton and what did you like about Bronny? Simple. If JJ just answers the question, with what they liked about Dalton and what they liked about Bronny, it all goes away. No one asked JJ, why did they draft Bronny? First of all, Bronny earned this. Nothing was given to him. The Lakers didn't give Bronny anything. Bro, you're going to have to get some media training. I thought JJ was media trained. Because why would you say that? No one asked him that. So let me know how you guys feel about this, man. I feel like JJ brought this upon himself. And I think that he embarrassed Bronny and LeBron with how he answered that question. I think LeBron James is sitting out there in that audience like, God damn it, JJ. Because all he had to do was say, we like Bronny's point of attack defensively, his upside as a player, his athleticism, his ability to get downhill, anything like that. We got an opportunity to see Bronny up close and personal, being that his dad is already a Laker and wearing a Lakers uniform. We got to see Bronny more than any of the other draft picks. That would have legitimized the draft pick. That would have legitimized them selecting Bronny. We got to see him more than anybody because his dad plays for the Lakers. We got to see him compete against NBA talent, during the off season. We got to see what this kid can really do. JJ was just talking about, hey, he going to the development league. I don't know why we drafted him. He going to the development league. We got this development thing that we doing. He basically, Bronny, I would be shocked if Bronny touches the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, clearly they plan on Dalton coming in and making a immediate impact. I would be shocked if Bronny touches the floor during any meaningful points of the game. All right. Their goal for Bronny is to see that after the end of the 2-year contract, is he ready to play NBA basketball? Bronny is the first developmental prospect, and you heard JJ said he's the first ever player that was selected by a team just to develop. Like, they have no real aspirations of him coming in and making an actual impact right now. They're hoping that they can turn Bronny into a NBA player. It's a lot of players that, because what you guys see that they actually like about Bronny is the fact that athletically, it looks like he can stay in front of people athletically, but we haven't seen it yet. We got to see Summer League. A lot of eyes are going to be on Bronny, during the Summer League. One thing I will say is that the NBA is going to definitely benefit from Bronny's addition to the league this season. For this season for sure, and a little maybe next season as well. Because Bronny is going to get a lot of coverage. The NBA is going to get a lot of viewers because people are interested to see how Bronny is going to do. Like, Summer League is about to go crazy. Summer League is going to go crazy. Everybody wants to go see Bronny perform, dog, and see how he's going to do against actual NBA talent. I'm excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to see how he does. So the NBA won in the business aspect of things, right? You got a great story with Bronny and LeBron James playing together. LeBron's going to finish out his NBA career with his son being in uniform. Who knows? Maybe he stays another year to see if he can get his other son in the league and have both sons on the Lakers. I think kind of what LeVar Ball was hoping for. You know what I'm saying? Trying to have both of his sons play together, or all three of his sons play together. Bronny and Bryce may actually get that opportunity, being that LeBron and Rich Paul has the pull that they have. But anyway, man, I thought that the press conference was interesting. I thought JJ stuck his foot in his mouth. Simple as that. Because he wasn't asked that question. He simply asked, the guy simply asked, hey, what did you guys like about the picks? What did you guys like about Dalton and Bronny? All JJ had to do was stick to answering the question. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thoughts are, man. Are we making too much out of this? Or did JJ stick his foot in his mouth? Y'all let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. This your boy Joe Squad. Till the next one, I'm out.